Island.
And that'll be important that he is involved making runs in behind the back line. And you've got extremely strong with Sanchez and Odarce in those wide positions. Look for them to get forward, especially Sanchez on that left side. Then you have Haribo off the left and Brito, as you mentioned, that will also help in that attack.
Rhode Island left to right, Portland right to left. These teams met twice in the preseason, a pair of draws. Now for the first time ever, it is Rhode Island and Portland in official competition. Got to chat with both coaches. Cano Smith, Rhode Island. Right, does go for a goal, and it's saved by Lee. Oh, what a strike that was. Lee had to spring into action, out for a corner. About 35 yards away.
Well, 2 free kicks, and it's right with the initial one. Lee does well just to make. This is what Portland's doing. They have energy, and they want to step and condense space.
Shapiro Thompson out to Burrito, served, back post, Holstead scores! Takes it perfectly out of the air, and Rhode Island strikes first.
And this is an incredibly big moment for Rhode Island because they've really.
Does one become two? Here's a free kick headed square. Still loose now. Struggling to clear their lines. Nadarce does make it two. Compounding the issue for Portland, it's Frank Nadarce. Center back with a nose for goal, had 6 last season. Adds another now in Open Cup. And there is the whistle to end this first half. It was very tightly contested through a half an hour, and then Rhode Island strikes twice in the span of 3 minutes.
Well, it just feels like one of those games where it's going to be about just being gritty and making things happen, and Portland's going to have to do it in the second half.
Frank Nadarce in the 37th in what's sort of a 5-4-1-ish today. It's a very amoeba-like formation for Rhode Island. It's 2 defenders who get the 2 goals. It's really just putting things together. They're not putting things together right now. Maybe they do so here, though. Washington off to the races, goes for a goal, and scores! Titus Washington gives Portland a pulse. Pretty when
it gets everyone excited. Yeah, it gets everyone excited, though.
They have another free kick. Yes, they do. And another yellow card out there. Is it a sending off here? It is. It's Karifa Yao who picks it up. Wow. Back-to-back free kicks.
There's some confrontation there, and his boot goes up, and I can't even tell. I guess made eye contact with Wada there. Maybe that's a yellow, but the initial one? I don't know.
Looking for Washington. James tries to turn. He's taken down. He's out for a penalty. More contact there, and it goes against Portland in the end.
And look who was up there. It was Lopez, so maybe he heard us and got up there. But, man, lots of challenges there.
And he's going to even the playing field. That's why these Rhode Island players were adamant in swarming the referee.
Nothing was called. This ball's played across right here. There's that tug, and then there's a mistouch. So Lopez decides to commit to it. He's just too late.
Goes short. James goes for goal. Saved by Jackson Lee. A corner. Will they have time to take it?
A little bit, probably needs to recover too, but a very good take from Nathaniel James, almost sneaking in that near post.
Shielded off by Quizera. And there is the final whistle. Rhode Island finally have their first ever Open Cup win. They were one and done last year.